Alrighty, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the latest severe weather coverage here on the channel. Finn, that's because everybody's live. It's because Max and Ryan and all of them are live. Like, literally everybody's live right now. Otherwise, we would have like 30. Or at least that's what we average. I'm not sure what is happening with the overlay. There we go. Actually, let me just drag myself up a little bit. Laggy. Are we dead serious right now? You're dead freaking serious, bro. Don't tell me we're actually laggy. No laggy on my end. Oh, yeah, we are. Shoot. Nope, no, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. Nope, no, we're not. I don't know. Let's go ahead and go on to this radar indicated tornado warning here. Wait, your intro music on your stream. Rip. Hope you don't get copyrighted. Here's this one tornado warning here. This is going to be in the state of Tennessee. That's going to be close to Clark Range, Bowman. I see that area rotation. The area rotation is going to be embedded somewhere in here that we need to be watching. So if you're out there in those regions, definitely make sure that y'all are staying aware, as y'all are in a tornado warning for your area. We have another tornado warning up here in North Dakota. So if you don't get copyrighted, you might be fine. Hopefully you're fine. Back up to this tornado warning here in North Dakota. That's going to be, South Dakota. That's just going to be along that state line of South Dakota and it's going to be just along that state line of South Dakota and North Dakota. Yeah, area rotations are going to be embedded back in there somewhere. Very hard to see. Contamination galore. We'll head up to this tornado warning right here. Air rotation's likely going to be down here somewhere, headed up towards the north. Headed up towards more of the northwest way. Hold up. More of the northwest ways. It's going to be headed up this way. Let me go ahead and welcome everybody in chat. Welcome in Sydney. Welcome in Georgia. And Electric and Nightbot. There's not that many people on stream today, because I did not give any warning that I was going live. So, yeah, maybe Pete might be watching. And yeah, but yeah, there's going to be that area of rotation right in there. So, yeah. But, yeah, things, I wouldn't consider things quiet, but they're quieter than they have been all day. Well, actually, they're sort of starting to pick up now. We have a few scattered strong storms in that enhanced risk now, back down into the slight risk as well, and then a few down here in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. There, we only have actually one tornado warning there. Two tornado warnings now. We actually did just get another tornado warning. Nope, sorry, that is the exact same tornado warning. Hopkinsville. What about it? Let's see here. Take a look at this Hopkinsville tornado warning. No tornado on the ground. But, yeah. If it will load. Like, I love this radar app, like, to death. But, I mean, it's a little bit laggy at times. Oh. No, it's not. I didn't have radar turned on. What the freak? What's going on with this Hopkinsville tornado? I'm going to go to a further away radar site. Then you can't see anything. Brother, what is happening? This is definitely a weird tornado warning, and there it goes. Nope, it's back. Okay, I don't know what's happening. But, yeah. Let me go ahead and turn off our categorical outlook and just show y'all. Look at this. We have extreme heat warnings embedded with tornado warnings. I'm going to look at that. That red is extreme heat warnings, and that pink is tornado watches. So we have tornado watches and extreme heat watches, I think. So, yeah, extreme heat watches, and then go down just a little bit more. Oh, that's an extreme heat warning as well. Oh, sorry about that. Huh. It's like identical color to my tornado watch. Tornado watch is up here. North Dakota, South Dakota, back into some portions of Nebraska. This tornado warning here did just get an update to it. We'll go ahead and turn on the radar there. Right now, we're looking at the tornado warning in Harding and Perkins County, South Dakota. So, to take a look at our velocity scans here, I can see where we're going to have some rotation back through the storm system here. We might even have another isolated area right over here. That's not what this tornado warning is warned for. It's going to be warned for the area rotation back over here. But it's really starting to die out from the time that we got our tornado warning issued. So it's going to start to die out, and we're not going to have as strong as rotation as it heads off towards its east there, headed towards Lodgepole in regions like that in portions of South Dakota. Back up to this tornado warning here in portions of North Dakota. We'll go ahead and turn on the nearest radar to this tornado warning here. Area rotation's likely going to be embedded down in here somewhere that we need to be watching, maybe even a slight little area of rotation spinning up right over there, headed up towards its northwest regions. Back out here to these tornado warnings in Kentucky and Tennessee. We have this one in Tennessee here that's going to be right next to Cookeville and Crossville that we are watching here. It's going to include Clark Range, Monterey, Bowman, regions like that in portions of Tennessee. We'll go ahead and take a look at our rotation detector. And we do have actually a pretty strong tightening area of rotation right in here, just towards the northwest of Drowning Creek and towards the west of Plateau. So we need to be being aware if we're out there in Bowman, Plateau, Woody, Downing Creek, Rennie, Elmore, North Crossville, Addiction, Pomona Road, and Park Ford, as y'all do have a tornado potentially in progress right now. There's no tornado on the ground, no tornado dropping to the ground as we speak, at least. But we do know that there is a strong area of rotation from what we can tell on radar, and that will be heading out towards Catoosa country. So we need to be aware if we're out there in that tornado warning. And then up towards this tornado warning here in Hopkinsville, it's definitely very hard to tell where our area of rotation and everything is at, but you definitely can see somewhat of a little bit of a hook there. Right back for these regions headed off this way towards the KHVC and regions like that just north of Caskey in Kentucky. That's going to be for Christian County. So we need to be aware if we're out there in this tornado warning. You're in Omaha. All right. 80 to 95 mile per hour winds with the severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah. These severe thunderstorm warnings up here in North Dakota and South Dakota are getting out of control. I don't know why. I don't think we have a tornado warning in effect anymore. We have 0 tornado warnings in effect up there in portions of North Dakota and South Dakota. As of right now, we only have 2 tornado warnings in the whole United States. That's going to be back up there in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. We'll go ahead and switch to our Nashville radar site. You can't see the storm system here. Take a look at our velocities on the storm system. Nothing crazy going on in Hopkinsville. Definitely a slight area of rotation right in there, but it's the most broad rotation I've ever seen, meaning that it's not strong rotation. Back out towards this one here, close to Clark Range, area of rotation is going to be back embedded through here. Very, very strong area of rotation, to be 100% honest with y'all, heading up towards the north of Bowman, Tennessee. So we need to be aware if we're out there in that county in Tennessee. Again, that county is going to be Cumberland, Putnam, and Fentress counties in Tennessee. Extreme heat warning for Omaha. Yeah. Y'all are indeed in this extreme heat warning. Let me see here. Put the AirPod in real quick. Hold up, chat. Okay, chat. Hold up. Yeah, you can swim. Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Just be aware of the possibility of some storm systems moving through and rolling through later tonight. Other than that, yeah, you should be good to swim out there in Omaha. Omaha. So Texas. No, you're good. All right. What do you mean now? Alrighty. So the only two tornado warnings we have in the U.S. is going to be down here in portions of Kentucky, back into Tennessee. And then our bigger severe threat is going to be up here in portions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, back into Nebraska, in regions like that where we don't have any tornado warnings. However, we are watching some pretty strong storm systems expected to hit up there tonight. All right. Yes, you can swim now. If you want to. If you want to, ain't nobody stopping you. I ain't stopping you. Only you can stop you. Those are my inspirational words for the night. Only you can stop you. Nobody can stop you except for you. All right. Back down towards this tornado warning here. So inspiring. Also, hi. Yo, what's up? I will be going to eat here for just a little bit. So I'm going to let y'all listen to one of my backup meteorologists here. While I go to eat dinner real quick because I just worked a 12-hour shift and I have nothing. I have not had anything to eat or anything, so yeah. Alrighty. Hold on, let me see if I can pull the stream up real quick. There it is.
Look how massive this is.
Alright. Okay, y'all. While I am gone to eat dinner, enjoy severe weather coverage from one of my backup meteorologists on my meteorologist team here. Electric tornado storms WX on YouTube. All right, I'll be back soon, y'all.
We did have a tornado that potentially touched down west of 6 Mile Corner, out there in North Dakota. So yeah, we're expected to continue to get some storms out here in Nebraska. As we got some development. We're mainly watching the storms near Rushville down to Alliance, Nebraska. We're looking at the tornado tends to get in like up to like 85 to 110. Wind to get up to 65 to 80 miles an hour. Could be, I think hail's probably going to be the biggest concern, although with this system, 2-inch hail is possible. I wouldn't roll up to 3.5 inches of hail. So this is going to be a pretty concerning storms out here. So, yeah. Let's see here. And then we still got a tornado warning out here in Tennessee that we didn't check on for a while. Let's go ahead and zoom in with this. Woody, Bowman, Drowning Creek, Pomona Road, Plateau, Tennessee. You guys all got a tornado warning right now, so you definitely want to get to an interior room.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Definitely want to get to an interior room on a low-floor building. You're warning your family to take shelter? Yeah, where are they at? I can do a forecast for them. And you probably know the weather there, but yeah. New tornado warning has been issued for Hettinger, North Dakota. If you're out there, you definitely need to be seeking shelter. Get to an interior room in a low-floor building. This is going to be your area of rotation that we're watching up here. So yeah. Hettinger, North Dakota, seek shelter now. That's going to be the tornado warning. This is going to be your area of rotation that we are watching currently. So yeah. Oops. And then we got massive severe thunderstorm warning for Watford City, Manning, and Dickinson. Out there in North Dakota, so if you're out there, definitely want to make sure to get indoors and away from windows. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts is coming in, so this is a very destructive storm. Wouldn't rule out some hail getting up to maybe up to quarter size with some of these areas, but as of right now, not too concerning. Yeah, since you're in Bismarck, the storms are definitely getting pretty close to you. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and refresh here so I can get the latest HRRR run. There we go. So yeah, Bismarck. It is looking like Bismarck could get a pretty bad storm. It's going to be mainly around 1 a.m. Eastern tonight, but your Mountain Daylight time. So out there in Bismarck could be a little bit earlier than that. So yeah. Kadoka, Midland, Phillip. You guys all need to be indoors and away from windows out there. Winds up to 70 miles an hour and quarter size hail is possible. CDT? Oh, alright. So you're CDT? My bad. We're also having this tornado warning out here in Tennessee. North of Crossville, Tennessee for Bowman, Tennessee. You guys got a tornado warning continuing, so if you're out there, you need to seek shelter. This is like the area of rotation. I do not really see too much areas of rotation, but we'll watch it. I do not really see too much lightning. I mean, no, there's a lot of lightning, is what I meant to say out here. You definitely want to be indoors with this storm. It is tornadic and it's producing a lot of lightning. Near Hopkinsville, actually includes Hopkinsville towards Fairview, Kentucky. There's a tornado warning out here. More broad areas of rotation, but you definitely want to be seeking shelter if you're in this tornado warning out here. So yeah. Going back up here to North Dakota, heading to North Dakota, you guys got a tornado warning with Cyrus. It's going to be an area of rotation out there that we're going to be watching. So definitely, if you're out here, you need to be seeking shelter. You need to get to an interior room or lowest floor building. They're under a tornado warning. Oh wow. Hettinger, is that where they're at? Because they need to be seeking shelter if they are in that tornado warning there. That's looking like a pretty dangerous storm. There's a strong storm coming into Phillip, Kadoka, Midland, out there in South Dakota. So you definitely want to be making sure to get indoors and away from windows if you're out there. Let's go ahead and draw a storm track for this here. Midland, you guys could get your storm in in an hour, around an hour. Is I think when Midland will get their storm. I do think a brief spin up tornado is going to be a possibility with this. The weather intensity score is pretty high right now. So well, that's how you know it's getting pretty serious. So yeah. Well, let's see here. We're going to continue to watch the storms south of Hay Springs, out there in Nebraska. North of Crossville, Tennessee, there's a tornado warning there, including Bowman. There's more areas of broad rotation, but you guys definitely want to make sure you're seeking shelter. What's up, Miles? How you doing? What is up, Miles? Well, let's see. Let's check out Alaska. Since you're up there in Alaska, it doesn't seem too crazy out there in Alaska right now. A few rain showers near Palmer. Are those even rain showers? Yeah, those are rain showers. Out there in Alaska. Let's see here. Heading North Dakota, you guys need to seek shelter immediately. As there is a tornado warning in effect. So get to an interior room on lowest floor building. There's going to be a pretty decent area of rotation there, so the storm is definitely capable of producing a tornado here. So, yeah. Looks like they upgraded the severe thunderstorm warning in Nebraska over here, south of Rushville, Nebraska. It looks like they upgraded it to golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So considerable severe thunderstorm warning is in effect out here. So yeah. They live in Lemon, but they still got the alert. Yeah. If out there in Lemon, South Dakota, or North Dakota, I don't know. There's a tornado warning in the area. The storms will probably get into those areas, though, so yeah. South of Gladstone, there is a storm out here, producing some damaging winds, maybe an area of broad rotation, which is what the WeatherWise AI rotation detection thing is showing here. So, yeah, 90-mile-per-hour winds now. So, destructive severe thunderstorm, 90-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail with this storm. So 90-mile-per-hour winds is pretty crazy. I'm good. How are you? Been windy off and on all day. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. They live in Lemon. Oh yeah, I already read that. Bobby Huckleberry. Let's see here. Bowman, Tennessee, you guys need to seek shelter. You guys are still under a tornado warning, so you guys need to get to an interior room or lowest floor building. The areas of rotation don't seem too insane, but we'll keep an eye on it. Then you can see out here, we still got quite a few storms out here pushing through. These could produce some, maybe some damaging winds. Probably not a big concern though. Maybe some smaller hail too near Hartsville, Tennessee. So if you're south of Hartsville, Tennessee, I wouldn't rule out some hail with that storm. A very small hail, nothing too concerning. If you're in Bismarck right now, I'd definitely be prepared for these very strong winds. Make sure you have your strap down your unsecured objects and everything like that. Also recommend to park your car in the garage so that they don't get damaged by hail. What's up, Georgia? What's up, Tornado Chaser? What's up, Miles? Yesterday we had a 4.9 earthquake struck near me. My mom felt it, but I was outside splitting wood. That was around 5. At 9:25 p.m., we also had another earthquake. 4.2, but didn't feel anything. Yeah. Some pretty crazy earthquakes going on out there. Still got tornado warning out here for Hettinger and Bucyrus, North Dakota. So if you're out here, you definitely want to be seeking shelter. This is going to be your rotation that we're watching. So if you're out there, definitely make sure to seek shelter. Here's our updated SBC outlook for tonight. We have no 10% tornado risks anymore, guys. They have downgraded the tornado risk tonight. We have a 5% tornado risk expanding from northwestern Nebraska up into western North Dakota. And then a 2% tornado risk going from western Nebraska up into parts of western North Dakota as well. The threat for strong tornadoes goes from is in like the Dickinson, North Dakota area, and then out here northwestern Nebraska and southwestern South Dakota. So that's our new tornado risk out here. This is our wind risk, still Sig 2 wind risk out here as we're getting very strong winds pushing through out there up to Stanley, Williston, Dickinson, so be prepared for those storms out there. 75-mile-per-hour plus winds will still be a possibility in Bismarck. And large to very large hail is a possibility from western Nebraska up to western North Dakota. Then down here in Tennessee and Kentucky, nothing too crazy down here. Maybe a chance for a few tornadoes, but not looking like anything too crazy. Actually, tornado 2 will be a possibility down there. We also have a storm out here moving into the Rushville area. Rushville will probably get missed by the hardest part of the storm, like by the worst part of it. Definitely could get some heavy rain. So yeah, there might be an area of rotation south of Rushville, which the AI rotation detection thing on Weatherwise is picking up on. Let's see. Confidence 50% with that. We have a very, very large severe thunderstorm warning out here. I don't know why there's so many warnings out here, but Sydney, Montana, you guys definitely need to make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Because there's a tornado warning out there. Watford City down to Manning and Dickinson, North Dakota. You guys got a severe thunderstorm warning. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts in penny size or less is possible. Mott and Headington, out here in North Dakota, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for quarter size sail 90-mile-per-hour winds. That is looking like a pretty concerning storm out there. Very strong winds with the storm, guys. So we'll have to keep a close eye on it. Philip, South Dakota, your storm is moving into your area right now. So yeah. It's going to be coming into the Faith. Looks like you guys could get this part of the storm here too. It probably won't be as severe as the southern parts of it, so yeah. Hey fellers, hit that like and subscribe button, but it's free and it's very fun. Yeah, that's what Tornado Chaser said. We still got we got mesoscale discussion for Bismarck, Stanley, Minot, and Williston, North Dakota. Tornado intensity is 85 to 110 miles an hour. Wind is 75 to 90 miles an hour. So that's what we're expecting out there. A few tornadoes appears to be increasing the risk for strong to severe wind gusts in a few tornadoes appears to be increasing with an organizing cluster of storms, particularly across northwestern into portions of central North Dakota through 9 to 11 p.m. CDT. So that's what's going on out there. We got a big line of storms that's coming in. There's some decent hail along this line, but look how big this line of storms is, guys. Stretches from like all the way from western North Dakota, even northeastern Montana down to northwestern South Dakota. So these storms could be producing some pretty strong winds. So yeah. up towards Manning and Watford City, North Dakota. I guess definitely need to be getting indoors and away from windows. I recommend get to an interior room on a lowest floor building out there. Imagine the like and subscribe button or chicken sandwiches. A tornado on the ground. No, there's no tornado on the ground right now, but there is a tornado warning for Headtinger out here in North Dakota. So if you're out here, you need to seek shelter. So yeah. If we go ahead and switch over to velocity, this is going to be your area of rotation that we are watching. So definitely seek shelter if you're out there in that tornado warning. Spotted tornado for Headtinger. There's a tornado on the ground out here. Oh wow. Confirmed by your family. That's not good. Supposedly we have a tornado spotted out here near Headtinger. They said there's a tornado on the ground out there. Little Dude's Weather Channel. Is that what they're saying? They just said that they see one. Wow. Tell them to report it to the National Weather Service. Tell them to report it to the National Weather Service. So that the National Weather Service can upgrade this to observed. So we could have a tornado on the ground out here near Headtinger. So yeah. In fact, I'm not even checking the tour warns that I'm playing Roblox. Yeah. Tell them that they need to report. Tell them they don't have to, but I recommend telling them to report it to the National Weather Service so that the National Weather Service can upgrade it. Is there a radar indicated warning right now, which it needs to be confirmed? So yeah. If they report it, then yeah. They don't have it as observed right now. It's radar indicated rotation. Just sitting and looking outside. Kind of east and southeast of Rushville, Nebraska. There's a storm out here. Looking at 60-mile-an-hour winds and ping pong ball size sails. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows if you're out there. So yeah. I do want to go back over to our tornado warnings in Tennessee. We do have a tornado warning north of Crossville. This is for Bowman, Tennessee. You guys need to seek shelter. There's not too crazy areas of rotation, but we'll keep an eye on it there. So definitely if you're out there, you need to seek shelter, get to an interior room on a lowest floor building. And we got a very small sliver of a tornado warning for Fairview. So just remain, if you're in Fairview, just remain in your safe spot for the next 13 minutes. As there's still tornado warnings, very broad areas of rotation, which means it's more weaker rotation. The storm is capable of producing a tornado, but it just means the rotation is not that tight. So like the rotation is like this, rather than like this. Kind of. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on out there in Fairview. This is a very small looking tornado warning. Finn ended his stream. Oh, he did. The Headtinger, you guys still got tornado warning, so definitely make sure to seek shelter if you're out there. Very more broad areas of rotation, but you definitely make sure you need to seek shelter if you're out there. Mott, Regent, Manning, Killdeer, Mandaree, Watford City, and Alexander, North Dakota. You guys all need to be seeking shelter.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
There's a severe thunderstorm warning for Mott, Regent, out there in North Dakota. Severe thunderstorm out there, 90-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So yeah, definitely get indoors and away from windows. So that's a very strong storm coming into Mott, North Dakota. So yeah, definitely make sure you get indoors and away from windows. 90-mile-per-hour winds is insane. So yeah. Oh yeah, Finn is still alive. So once electric and cruise are done, just come to my stream. Headinger, North Dakota, you guys got 20 warning still, very broad area of rotation. You can see the areas of rotation are more broad rather than like tight, so it's still capable of producing a tornado, just not at this moment. It doesn't seem like too crazy right now at this moment. Regent Mott over there towards Manning, Killdeer, and Watford City, North Dakota. You guys all need to be indoors and away from windows. 80 to 90-mile-per-hour winds, in my opinion, will be a possibility. Mott, National West was saying 90-mile-per-hour winds, so looking like a very strong storm out there. Also, Lemon is in the severe thunderstorm warning for, hopefully I'm saying that right, for 90-mile-per-hour winds out there, so I know that little dude's family is in there, so yeah, definitely tell them that they need to be getting indoors and away from windows. I'm pretty sure I told them that, though. Still got 20 warning out here, guys. Honestly, there's probably a tornado damage area within this region. Probably. If you guys hear in that background, it's my brother. I don't know why he randomly screams like that, but yeah. This is probably where we had this is probably where we had a potential tornado touchdown. Probably within this area. So yeah. So we could have a tornado damage area in this area, because little dude said that his family saw a tornado, so we could actually have a tornado. It could have been a tornado on the ground out here. So yeah. A lemon like the fruit. Yes, I'm saying it right. There hasn't been any damage yet, but the flooding and stuff, the whole state is conducted under state emergency. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Logan. That's what he said in chat. And Cruz's chat. What is up, Niagara? What is up? Oh, let's see here. Still got some storms out here in Nebraska that we're gonna keep an eye on. We do got tornado watch from Merriman, and Cody, Valentine, Nebraska. You guys all got tornado watch. Tornado probably have 2 more tornadoes is moderate 50%. Probably one more strong EF to the EF5. Tornadoes is moderate 30%. So that's what we're looking like out there. That's what we're looking at out there. Logan said in Cruz's chat, the tornado warning in Tennessee does not have a tornado on it yet. Yeah. The tornado warning out there in Tennessee is not concerning me, in my opinion. I would honestly, if I was a National West Service out here, I'd probably just cancel the tornado warning at this point. There's like no areas of rotation here, unless they're warning it for like this area of rotation, which is like barely anything. So, yeah, definitely if you're in Bowman though, you guys need to see shelter. It is a potential for a tornado. So, yeah. You're live streaming? Alright, let me go see your stream. Alright, Niagara, I liked your stream. I like to stream Niagara. Yeah, Bowman, you guys still got 21, but yeah. It doesn't seem too insane. You can kind of see there's a backwards hook here, which is not really a thing, I don't think, but you can kind of see that weird part of the storm coming out. And in Bowman, so if you're in Bowman, this storm I would say is definitely still capable, maybe producing a tornado, but it looks like they're probably gonna let that expire. But just recommend staying in a safe spot for maybe like the next 6 minutes. How's there not a watch for Eastern North Dakota? I don't know. There probably needs to be a watch out there, honestly. There probably needs to be a watch out there. Alright. Eastern North Dakota, let's go check that out. Yeah, how is there not a watch out there? There's clearly going to be a line of storms that's going to... They'll definitely, I think, put you in a severe thunderstorm watch, in my opinion, out here. Probably a severe thunderstorm watch. Probably not a tornado watch. Probably a severe thunderstorm watch, though. So, yeah. Bismarck, I do think that they'll put you in a severe thunderstorm watch later. So, yeah. Once these storms get closer to Bismarck, definitely, if you're in Bismarck, I would be prepared for a severe thunderstorm watch. North of Hettinger, out here in North Dakota, there's still a tornado warning out here. That doesn't include Hettinger, but definitely remain indoors and away from windows. There's still an area of rotation potential out here, and we might have had a brief tornado. As there's a report from Lil Dude's Weather Channel family, that there was a tornado that occurred near Lemon, out there in North Dakota. So yeah, so potentially had a tornado on the ground, if that report was true, which probably was. Midland, South Dakota, and Kadoka, South Dakota. My bad. You guys got severe thunderstorm watch out there. Looking at quarter-size hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts coming in. So definitely get indoors and away from windows. Areas of rotation don't look too concerning, but we'll keep an eye on it there. Whoops. But we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I do think a brief spin-up tornado is a possibility there. Kyle Porcupine. That's a cool city name. Ogala, South Dakota. You guys all got severe thunderstorm watch. Be prepared for some damaging winds and small hail. So definitely get indoors and away from windows if you're out there. Joy Ranch, Sheridan, Spear Ranch, Hen Ranch, and Sandoz Ranch, Nebraska. You guys all got severe thunderstorm warning, so you guys definitely need to be aware from windows. I mean, you guys definitely need to get indoors and away from windows. All the ranches out there in those areas in Nebraska, so yeah. Literally every name in here, like almost except Sheridan, there's like everything is ranch. Yeah, Spear Ranch, Sandoz Ranch, Joy Ranch, and Hen Ranch. That's cool. That's actually crazy, though, that there's just ranches in every name. Watford City down to Dickinson, North Dakota. There's a severe thunderstorm watch out here. Yeah, 80-mile-per-hour winds is coming. So that's a destructive storm. And then Mott, North Dakota. You guys got a destructive storm as well. Quarter-size hail, 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that is definitely looking like a pretty concerning storm down there. Also, Nashville, Tennessee, you guys got some gusty winds coming through. Nothing too crazy for Nashville. Nashville, Mount Juliet, Belinda City, Hendersonville, out there in Tennessee. You guys got some gusty winds pushing through. Not looking like anything too concerning, but if you're out there, just remain indoors, which I assume a lot of you guys are already because it's night. But yeah, just make sure you get indoors. So yeah. Not looking like anything too concerning down there. And then let's see here, Hartsville, Lafayette, Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. You guys all got some gusty winds coming in. Looks like the storm has already passed through those areas. But yeah, you definitely just make sure you're getting indoors out there if you haven't already. So yeah, we're probably gonna let that tornado warning down there expire. They have downgraded the severe thunderstorm from Mott to considerable damage tag. So looking at 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Wouldn't rule out some gusts up to 80 miles an hour. So we'll watch that very closely there. There is a severe thunderstorm warning out here. Looks like a pretty decent little storm out here. West of Circle, Montana, there's a severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're west of Circle, Montana, you need to get indoors and away from windows. These are going to be the areas of strong winds. But definitely not the most concerning storm, but it's definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. So yeah. Then you got quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings. Medicine Lake, Floyd, Culbertson, down to Fox Lake and Sydney, as well as Fairview. Out there in Montana, you guys all got severe thunderstorm warning. Looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. So that is looking like a pretty dangerous storm. Your weather radio scared you? Yeah, still got tornado warning. Looks like they trimmed the heading tornado warning out here in North Dakota. They trimmed it down a little bit. So if you're out here, you definitely need to be taking shelter. Adams, North Dakota, you guys need to be in your safe spot for the next 15 minutes. Also could be seeing some quarter size hail in that area as well. So, yeah. And then we got Midland, Kadoka, all the way up into parts of even Eagle Butte. You guys got a storm coming in. 70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter size hail, so that's a pretty strong storm out there. Pretty powerful. Kyle, Porcupine, Oglala, out there in South Dakota. I feel weird saying Oglala. I feel like I'm not saying it right. You guys got severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and small hails coming in. So if you're out there, definitely want to be getting indoors and away from windows. You can kind of see this little hook right here with our storm out here. There's a storm out here producing ping pong ball size hail on 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts near Spear, Hen Ranch, and Joy Ranch, and Sandoz Ranch, even Sheridan, Nebraska. There's a storm out there. I'm concerned for maybe a tornado with this storm, as there is a hook actually forming on the storm right here, and you can actually kind of see that with the hail core here. There is a hook kind of going up into this area, which is loosely associated with those supercells. And you can kind of see this area of inflow here. Not the strongest inflow I've seen, but there is a decent area of inflow there. So I do think that this storm could produce a tornado if it kind of tightens up a little bit more. And I do think that a tornado warning might be needed on this storm. So we're going to issue a electric alert for this storm here, as I do think a tornado warning might be needed within these areas if this rotation decides to tighten up some more. So we'll go ahead and issue a low confidence electric alert on the storm for tornadoes. We just got a very large mesoscale discussion for Pierre, Winter, White River, Chamberlain, Selby. Very large mesoscale discussion has been issued for those areas. Tornado intensity is expected to be 85 to 110 miles an hour, and wind speeds up to 65 to 80. Hail is going to be up to like 1 to 2 inches, maybe up to 2.5 inches. So we're going to have to watch that storm closely there. A few tornadoes will be a possibility. I don't think they'll be strong, though, honestly. I think there'll be more brief and weak tornadoes like we've seen today. We haven't really seen any strong tornadoes today. I do not think, and I don't think. Yeah. If you're out there in Mott, North Dakota, you definitely need to be prepared for some strong winds coming in, 70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter size hail, along with a potential very brief spin-up tornado as these storms move through. We'll let you guys know if you guys need to worry about tornadoes out here. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be live as these storms get to Bismarck. We likely will. So, yeah, hopefully though. hopefully. I want to be live once the storms get towards Bismarck. Mainly for Little Dude's Weather Channel, so I can cover the storms get into his area. We'll be issuing electric alerts if there's any areas of rotation, though, too. If there is. Out here, in Nebraska, we got this storm out here. I am concerned for maybe a tornado warning, as this rotation is looking a little bit concerning there. So, right now it has a severe thunderstorm warning on it, though, mainly. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the rotation, the current areas of rotation. This is especially helpful to easily identify areas of rotation without just going to every radar site and looking at velocity. So you can see there's this area of rotation that's detected near Martin. Go ahead, go to that radar site, velocity, and then you can kind of see that very, very contaminated area of rotation. Yeah, that's the most contaminated rotation I've seen, honestly. So yeah, we'll continue to watch all these areas of rotation. A lot of them are contaminated because these are we don't have like these are more radar holes. So yeah. Why is my YouTube live control panel not working still? Why? Why is it not working? Does anybody know why my control panel on YouTube on OBS is not working? I have no idea why. Also, there's a very large severe thunderstorm warning for Williston and Crosby, North Dakota. Looking at 60 mile per hour wind, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter size hail out here. So you guys definitely want to be getting indoors and away from windows if you're in Crosby down to Williston. So yeah, that's what we're looking at out there. Then we got an electric alert on the storm out here in Nebraska. We'll continue to watch it. I do think a tornado warning is possible. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the 0Z HRRR run again here. We'll go ahead and refresh. Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna refresh real quick so I can get the latest running. It's still 0Z here. Here's that 0Z model run. The storm mode is looking like we're seeing less discrete supercells than expected. Looks like we're seeing more of a line of storms here now. But don't get me wrong, we can still see embedded tornadoes with it. Significant tornado parameter values are getting maxed out though. Kind of south of Kobe, Nebraska. So yeah, it's looking kind of concerning out there. Getting maxed out. So it's going to be something to keep an eye on. Can still see a few supercells out here to produce strong tornadoes. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that out there, kind of west of Valentine, Nebraska. So we'll watch this area especially closely right here for maybe a strong tornado. As we get potential supercells pop up in those areas. But the one I'm mostly concerned about right now is this one, as I have an electric alert for this one right here. As it is looking like it's rotating a little bit, so we'll have to watch that very closely, which is why I have electric alert. We'll go ahead and upgrade that to medium confidence for a tornado warning there. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Phillip up towards Dupree, South Dakota. Severe thunderstorm warning out there. You guys definitely want to be sure to get indoors and away from windows. So yeah. Then you guys got some strong winds coming in, very strong winds coming into Watford City and Manning, South Dakota. Very strong winds out there, so you guys definitely want to be sure to get indoors and away from windows. So yeah. What's your new electric alert for this? Because we might see maybe a new tornado warning come out for this more broad area rotation. So we'll make that low confidence. But we're not a new tornado warning for that storm there. Whoops. Let's see. Welcome everybody who's tuning in. Even on Cruise's stream, welcome. Over here towards places north of Circle, Montana. We're watching these storms out here. These are producing some damaging winds as they push up into Fraser. One route, a new tornado warning new severe thunderstorm warning maybe being issued for Fraser. So, we'll keep an eye on that. Also, we might have these areas of maybe like brief areas of spin up rotation where we might see like a very weak type of tornado form out here. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on there. I'm not concerned really about it at all, but if it does touch down, it would probably not cause anything crazy, honestly. So yeah. But we're going to continue to watch all these storms out here, guys. We're monitoring these storms very closely here. Let's see. Hebron, hopefully I'm saying that right. Hebron, Elgin, Glen Eulin, North Dakota. You guys all got severe thunderstorm warning. 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail is going to be moved into those areas. So yeah.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Alright, let's see here. Give me a second, guys. If you guys hear that meow, that's my cat. I'm trying to see if there's any traffic cameras out here to see if we can get any views of this. I'm excited. I just made X pages on and Facebook for weather. Nice. South of Mott, North Dakota. We're still watching maybe an area of rotation here. I wouldn't route a new tornado warning to be issued for this area, mainly just to cover that potential for that area of rotation. But these areas of rotation are
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning
these
has
areas
been
of
issued.
rotation right here are like very contaminated up there though, north of Mott. But might have to put an electric alert on those if they become more obvious of potential real rotation. Definitely still watching this area of rotation out here.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So it looks like we got some new PDS severe thunderstorm warnings out here. Not mean to refresh. But yeah, new PDS severe thunderstorm warning in North Dakota, it seems like. Wow. Let's see here. Manning, Watford City Center, areas in North Dakota, a very large severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for you guys. You guys got 80 mile per hour winds coming in. 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So that is looking like a very concerning storm out there. So you guys definitely need to be getting indoors and away from windows. Looking like a very concerning storm. Your radio scared you? Radio got you again. Dude, one time I was sleeping, my weather radio went off in the middle of the night. I mean, of course that's what it's supposed to do, but like it literally scared me so bad. But my cats broke my weather radio, so yeah. We'll continue to put electric alert on this. We'll make it medium confidence. Retry drawing that. Make that medium confidence there. It's a weird looking one, but it's fine. Yeah, it literally went off in the middle of the night, and my cats broke it at one point too. So yeah, probably not gonna do weather radio. Actually, I want one, but yeah, probably will. Dude, why am I so bad at drawing this? Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to draw a electric alert here. Medium confidence. There we go. Also, guys, there's this storm out here near Gordon. Also, guys, if you're in Gordon, Nebraska, you guys need to get indoors and away from windows. As you guys do get a severe thunderstorm warning for a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust to quarter-size hail. Wouldn't rule out a threat for some flash flooding out there, as it is looking pretty concerning for that. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that as well. We could be seeing a low confidence chance for tornadoes up here, because there is a more tightened up area of rotation there. So that's why we're going to go ahead and issue electric alert on that. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning out here, guys, for Kyle, South Dakota. Severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and small hail out there. If you're west of Pierre, South Dakota, we got severe thunderstorm for Eagle Butte. So we're looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny size hail. So Midland also, guys, you guys are getting your storm coming in right now. If you're in Midland, South Dakota, Kadoka, you guys are getting your storm moving through right now. Also, guys, we do got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. 80-mile-per-hour winds and small hail coming into New Leipzig and Elgin. So it's looking like some pretty strong winds coming into those areas. So you guys definitely want to be indoors and away from windows. New Leipzig and Elgin, North Dakota. You guys got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning once again. Small hail and 80-mile-per-hour winds. I don't think the tornado threat on this is going to be too high, but I wouldn't rule out a chance for maybe a brief spin up for this. As the ingredients are there in the atmosphere, we got some spin, and I wouldn't rule out a spin up tornado embedded in these line storms. So today we didn't have too much discrete supercells pop up, which we were expecting more discrete supercells, but it's being more of a line, so we're not. So that's why they downgraded that tornado risk to a 5% instead of a 10%. So yeah. I'll be back on my stream in like another hour and a half. My fam is making me watch a movie with them. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Cruz. You're good, Cruz. I'll try to stream for another hour and a half. Try to be here as long as I can. Also, guys, looks like they upgraded the severe thunderstorm warning for Williston and Crosby, North Dakota. This severe thunderstorm warning has been upgraded to 70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So you guys need to get indoors and away from windows immediately if you're out here. So yeah. Hey Cruz, I'm back from my church event. What's up, Logan? Hey Electric, I'm gonna go to stream your stream from my channel. Alright, you can do that. You can do that. So yeah. Yeah, we got to watch the storm up here for Crosby and Williston, North Dakota. So you guys need to get indoors and away from windows if you're out there. And out here in Nebraska, we still got some storms pushing through out here. I wouldn't rule out a chance for maybe a brief spin up tornado. These are the areas of rotation that we're watching. I'm definitely not looking too concerning now. So yeah. The environmental conditions out here appear favorable for a brief spin-up tornado as the storms come through. I wouldn't rule out a chance for maybe an intense tornado out here, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But environmental conditions are favorable for a potential tornado, which is why I'm going to go ahead and add a electric alert on this storm as well, as we do have conditions out here that are favorable for tornadoes. So I'll make that low confidence there. There's also this little area of rotation popping up right here that we're going to have to keep an eye on with that little hook with that storm. So, I'll have to watch that very closely. You better. Hello, because I'm using you for my stream saying hello until Chris gets back, bro. What? Okay, anyways. These are some pretty strong storms out here in South Dakota pushing through, producing 60-mile-per-hour winds with occasional gusts up to 70 miles an hour possible. So, I have to watch those storms very closely there. So, yeah. We do have a destructive severe thunderstorm for Golden Valley, Halliday, Mandaree, Newtown, partial, North Dakota. You guys got a destructive severe thunderstorm. We're looking at 80-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail or less coming in. So definitely make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows if you're out there. Alright, let's see here. Cruises chat, let's see. Yeah, not too much are in Cruises chat, not too much people. So, yeah. Let's see here. Williston, North Dakota, you guys got some pretty strong storms coming in over there towards Crosby, North Dakota. 70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail is going to be moving in, so out there you definitely want to be making sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. That could be a decent area of rotation there. Check out on the other radar side, though. I guess that's the same area. We'll go ahead and issue electric alert for that, just in case. Where's the storm moving? It's kind of moving this way. It's a very contaminated area of rotation, but maybe a brief spin up to it is possible. So yeah. Up here, South Dakota, you guys do have a mesoscale discussion. For the next 2 hours, peak tornado intensity 85 to 110 miles an hour, wind 65 to 80 miles an hour, and hail getting up to 1 to 2.5 inches. Some hail up to 3 inches maybe, though, too. So, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Then we still got a few storms out here in Nebraska right now that we're also going to keep an eye on. So yeah. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Murdo. If you're in Murdo, South Dakota, you need to be getting indoors and away from windows. 16-mile-per-hour winds, gusts, and a penny-sized hail or less is expected to come in. So, yeah. Some of these storms are starting to approach Bismarck, so we'll have to watch that closely there. Wouldn't a brief spin up tornado in Bismarck, so yeah. Elgin, New Leipzig, North Dakota, you guys got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. 80-mile-per-hour winds and small hail is going to be moving in, so that's going to be a pretty concerning storm out there for those areas in North Dakota. Definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows. It is looking like a pretty strong storm. I don't know about 80-mile-per-hour winds, though. I would say maybe around 70-mile-per-hour winds, but maybe some occasional gusts up to 80 miles an hour. So, yeah. Be saying I would say 70 to 80 miles an hour. So, yeah. We gotta watch this area right here for potential areas of rotation. So, yeah. Could be a brief spin up in those areas. You can kind of see these more little hooks kind of coming off of these areas. So, definitely not, it's definitely not the most favorable hook. Like, not the most favorable environment, though. More farther south is where our more favorable environment is going to be. So, yeah. Near the Badlands National Park, like Kyle, South Dakota, you guys got a severe thunderstorm warning. Where we got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail or less coming in. So, you definitely want to be getting indoors and away from windows. So yeah. Still got some of these other storms out here in Nebraska that we got to be watching for maybe a tornado threat with these, but it doesn't seem like anything too concerning. But we'll have to keep an eye on them. We have to keep an eye on them. I do got electric alerts on those, just in case, because we might have a brief spin up on those. A new severe thunderstorm warning being issued for Wolf Point and Fraser, Montana. A new severe thunderstorm warning out there, so be prepared for that. Fox Lake, Sydney, Culbertson, Freud, Medicine Lake out there in Montana. You guys got severe thunderstorm warning, got quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts coming in, so be prepared for that. Medicine Lake, looks like there's a storm coming into those areas. Might go ahead and put electric alert on that. There could be a little bit of a hook there. There's more rod rotation on that. And our environment supports a little bit of spin out here. So we're going to go ahead and issue a electric alert on this storm here. There we go. Alright. So we got electric alert for Medicine Lake and Antelope for a potential for a tornado. Actually, but I was going to tell you to put a Logan alert on that. I want this one right here near Medicine Lake. Yeah, I'll probably make this maybe low confidence. Yeah, but I can put Logan alerts on anything if you want. Just tell me in a chat and I can put some Logan alerts and stuff. So yeah. And electric alerts. Holiday, Golden Valley, Mandaree, North Dakota. You guys all got a destructive severe thunderstorm. 80-mile-per-hour winds in Penny-sized Sierra less is going to be moving in to those areas in North Dakota. So definitely make sure to be prepared for that. We do got some strong storms coming into Murdo, all the way up into, where are these at? All the way up towards Eagle Butte out here in South Dakota. So if you're in those areas, definitely need to be making sure to get indoors and away from windows. 60-mile-per-hour winds in Penny-sized hail or less is going to be the main concern out there. Then we got some electric alerts on these storms out here. We might have a potential for a tornado. If these storms tighten up a little bit more, then we got to keep an eye on that. We still got these storms. They're getting closer to Bismarck here. We do got a destructive storm coming into Elgin and New Leipzig out here in North Dakota. I got some strong storm out there. What's this one I'm trying to look at? It's destructive winds, 80-mile-per-hour winds, and small hail coming into Elgin and New Leipzig. So you guys definitely need to be getting indoors and away from windows immediately if you're out there. There's some areas of rotation in here, but yeah, I don't know about a electric alert for those yet. We do get electric alert for these areas out here for maybe a brief spin up tornado. So I'll have to watch that. Let's go up here to Montana here. And your Medicine Lake, we do got a electric alert for maybe a brief spin up tornado there in Antelope, Montana. If you're out there though, you guys definitely need to be making sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Fraser, Oswego, and Wolf Point, be prepared for this storm as they might issue a new severe thunderstorm warning out here. So yeah. But we'll let you guys know if they do. Also, guys, we still got some storms out here in Tennessee, but they're all below severe limits. We have no tornado warnings in Tennessee anymore. Nashville, Tennessee, your storm is kind of dying out. It's honestly not looking too concerning right now. It's starting to die out, so it could produce a few gusty winds. We do got the storm going over towards Lebanon, which could produce maybe a few gusty winds, but isn't looking like anything too crazy. Okay, so for that storm up there for Wolf Point, Fraser, and those areas that we were just talking about, they decided to issue a special wet statement on this instead of a severe thunderstorm warning, which I honestly agree. But we got 50-mile-per-hour winds coming in, so definitely make sure to get indoors if you're out there if you haven't already. And according to WKYT, the last day for first alert severe weather day Kentucky is tomorrow. All right, wow. Wait, what do you mean by that? The last day for first alert severe weather day Kentucky is tomorrow. Medicine Lake, Montana, we're going to have to keep a close eye on this more broad area of rotation. But yeah, we'll keep a close eye on that. Now here in North Dakota, we do got electric alert for maybe a brief spin up tornado here. This doesn't really show anything, this radar site. You can kind of see these little hooks here, but some of these other radar sites have been showing a potential area of rotation, but we'll probably get rid of that electric alert there. So yeah. And then out here for Badlands National Park, your storm is moving through. They're producing up to small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, so not looking like anything too insane. Well, Merriman, we guys got to be watching out for maybe a tornado, so I'll go ahead and issue an electric alert for that. I'll say about a low confidence there. So yeah. There's a severe thunderstorm warning from Merriman. So we're looking at quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows. I'll send you the definition for WKYT, Specialized Severe Weather Day. All right. So we're going to have to watch that area of rotation out there, guys. got strong storm producing golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts south of Merriman, farther down south. So yeah, this looks like this one might be a little bit stronger with the hail at least. So yeah. I'll watch Pierre for maybe a severe thunderstorm warning at some point. We do have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Newtown, Mandaree, down to Center, Golden Valley, Halliday, North Dakota. So you guys definitely need to be getting indoors and away from windows. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts or penny size hail or less. It is going to be moving in. Williston and Crosby, North Dakota. You guys definitely need to be indoors and away from windows if you're out there. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail is coming in. It's snowing in western Wyoming. In June, it's almost July. Guys, look at this. I'm gonna go back and put this to red. We got snow in Wyoming right now. We got snow in Monetta, Wyoming areas. In almost July. Like, dude. And it's not even western. There's some snow in western Wyoming. Look at this. We got some snow up here in Island Park, Idaho. Island Park, Idaho. There's snow out there. There's a winter storm warning in Montana and northeastern Idaho right now. Deer Lodge, winter storm warning. Heavy wet snow is expected above 6,500 feet. Total snow. Wow. 4 to 8 inches. It's probably nothing. Like, it's probably like them. They're probably used to that, honestly. I know that's not even western. That's central. It's crazy. A first alert weather day is declared by WKYT to alert viewers of an increased threat for impactful, potentially dangerous weather. Dude. Imagine getting snow in July almost. It's not July, of course, but like imagine like it's almost July, and that's kind of crazy to think. Like in late June, Monetta getting snow in Wyoming, that's just crazy. Like that's I feel like that's just like, bro. Why is there snow in June? I mean, it's kind of normal out there, but yeah. Yeah, these storms out here don't look too concerning for tornadoes out here. In Nebraska, so yeah. But Merriman, Nebraska, definitely want to make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail is going to be moving into those areas. Chicken sandwich, me and Devontae are playing Roblox. Cool. We got some very strong winds coming into Watford City, Manning, Newtown, and Golden Valley Center. The storms are moving into those areas out there in North Dakota, so you guys definitely want to be sure to get indoors and away from windows. So yeah. So let's go ahead and draw a storm track real quick. Center. So when is the storm gonna get there? If you're in center, the storm will probably get there in like about an hour. So be prepared in center for that storm. Well, guys, looks like we might have had tornado to the west of 6 Mile Corner. I know we talked about this earlier, but confirmed tornado damage area. So we did have a tornado west of 6 Mile Corner today. So yeah, that is pretty crazy. Still got PDS severe thunderstorm for Elgin, and New Leipzig out here in North Dakota. We got a severe thunderstorm warning out here. So yeah. Very strong winds coming in there. And then Center, Golden Valley, Halliday, White Shield, Mandaree, Newtown, North Dakota. You guys all got severe thunderstorm. You guys need to get indoors and away from windows. You guys got 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny size here or less coming in. So yeah. Also, guys, we have 370 subscribers, so thank you everybody for who has subscribed. Crosby, Williston, North Dakota, you guys all got severe thunderstorm warning. Quarter-size hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are going to be coming into those areas. Definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows if you're out there. So yeah. There could be a brief tornado threat with this storm near in Hawkeye. So we'll go ahead and issue a electric alert for this. Definitely not looking too concerning though, but we'll keep an eye on it. It's more contaminated there, so yeah. But this is more of a precautionary electric alert here, so yeah. More of a precautionary one. Little confidence though, if anything too crazy there. They did upgrade this severe thunderstorm warning for Antelope, Plentywood, and Medicine Lake. That have upgraded this to 70-mile-per-hour wind, 20 possible tag, and penny-size hail. And definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows out there. It's a decent little hook with that storm, so we'll go ahead and issue a electric alert on this. So yeah. Just like that. Also, guys, we had a tornado in Montana today, which is honestly pretty crazy. Wait, let me try. Actually, that's fine. Dude, what happened to it? Okay. I don't know what happened to that electric alert there, but we'll go ahead and issue that again. Medicine Lake, I do think a tornado warning is a possibility with that storm, so yeah. I'd say it's a low chance, but yeah, that's going to be something to keep an eye on. We'll get rid of that other electric alert out here for that brief spin up tornado, possible. Also, Elgin, New Leipzig out here in North Dakota. You guys all got severe thunderstorm warning. 80-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail or less is coming in, so you guys definitely want to be making sure to get indoors and away from windows. Let's go ahead and switch over to maximum estimated size of hail. Yeah, looks like this hail out here is kind of below severe limits out here near Mott down to Bison, South Dakota and North Dakota. It's going to be some below severe limits hail. So yeah, we'll continue to keep an eye on it though. It doesn't seem like we need an electric alert on these storms. We'll go ahead and put one on this though, just in case here. For Merriman maybe, as this rotation progresses up into those areas. And we'll go ahead and issue an electric alert for that, definitely. Okay, we have issued a electric alert. We'll make it medium confidence there, near Merriman. So there's area of rotation coming together. If you're out there in Merriman, you definitely do need to be getting indoors. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hails coming in. So yeah, that's what to be expecting out there. And then reissue this so it looks better. Let me try again. Okay, my bad, guys. So Merriman, definitely be prepared for maybe a tornado risk with this storm. Also Gordon out there in South Dakota, you guys also need to be prepared for a storm. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know how to draw this. Okay, there we go. Make that medium confidence there. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch that storm very closely there. Coming into Gordon and Merriman. Nebraska. That's actually in Nebraska, so not South Dakota. So you need to be indoors and away from windows. Can we look, see if there's anything we need to put a Logan alert out for Kentucky? Yeah. Let's go see Kentucky. Yeah, I got some rain out there in Kentucky. I want to put a flash flood alert for Science Hill, Kentucky for flash flood warning or flood advisory. Okay. Science Hill or Science Hill. Science Hill. Science Hill, Kentucky. Alright. Logan alerts are pink, right? So you want a flash flood alert or flood advisory alert for Science Hill, Kentucky. Logan. Alright. What confidence level? Is that good looking right there? Should be. I don't know though. Hopefully it is. Alright. Medium, alright. Medium confidence. Excuse me. Science Hill, Somerset, Kentucky. We got a Logan alert. Issued by Logan in chat. For medium confidence flood alert. So yeah. For Science Hill in the Somerset, Kentucky area. I do have a electric alert for tornado potentially coming together, going up towards Merriman, up there in Nebraska. So yeah. We do have a destructive storm coming into Newtown, over towards Center, and Golden Valley, South and North Dakota. So you guys need to be prepared for that storm. 80-mile-per-hour winds is going to be associated with this. So it's definitely looking like a pretty concerning storm out there. Then we get this low confidence electric alert from Medicine Lake up towards Antelope, Montana. I'm watching a potential for maybe a tornado going up towards Wolf Point, Montana. I don't think it's gonna be anything too concerning up there. But we could see winds up to 50 miles an hour, so definitely make sure to stay indoors if you're out there. So yeah, what's the weather looking like for the next couple of days? In your area or just in the whole United States? In the whole United States over the next couple of days, it's looking pretty crazy, honestly. Tomorrow is expected to be probably the quieter day out of this whole severe weather stretch. But today looks to be pretty crazy, as you can see right here. Tomorrow, we could be seeing severe weather across parts of the northern portions of the United States, down here in parts of Texas and the mid-Atlantic for tomorrow. So we're going to watch tomorrow. Tomorrow, we don't have a big tornado threat. They'll probably add a 2% though, maybe, for a tornado threat. And I'm also watching Monday. I do think Monday could get upgraded to a enhanced risk of severe weather out there. So that's kind of where our severe weather is happening over the next few days. So, yeah. And then we're also looking at excessive rainfall chances within these areas. I also made a whole weather video today, breaking down everything that you need to know about the forecast. So anybody can check that out if you want to. Also, guys, Utah. There's a wildfire damage area. Confirmed severity out here in Utah. Also, guys, if you hear that in the background, it's my brother. In Utah, we got a wildfire damage area. So that is pretty crazy, guys. That is pretty crazy. Look at that wildfire out there in Utah. They're trying to put it out. So hopefully it's going well back there. As there is a wildfire in Utah, significant severity. So yeah, let's go check in with our Logan alert out here in Kentucky. Still got one medium confidence Logan alert for Somerset and Science Hill, Kentucky, for potential flash flooding. And the reason, reiterate, the whole state is currently under state of emergency signed by Governor Andy Bashir, and the reason Kentucky is under 3 days of personalized to be a regular day because of flooding from yesterday till Sunday. First alert severe weather day. Yeah, Kentucky is getting just pummeled by flooding today. There's a fire ongoing in Flagstaff, Arizona right now. Wow. That's not good. That's like, isn't that a pretty populated area? Looks like they downgrade this severe thunderstorm warning to special weather statement. West of Pierre, South Dakota, has been downgraded to a special weather statement. So yeah. Now we're looking at 55-mile-per-hour winds, so just make sure to stay indoors. If Devontae is reading this, my stomach hurts and I can't play PlayStation. Sorry. Hope you feel better, Tornado Chaser. You can see it on radar. Oh wow, that is not good, guys. Flagstaff, Arizona. You guys need to be prepared for this fire that's coming through. Kachina Village. Also, guys, we did have like an extreme fire weather threat out in these areas. The extreme one is out here for like western Colorado and eastern Utah, northeastern Arizona, northwestern New Mexico. So the fire weather is going pretty crazy right now. We do got a destructive storm coming into Center, Golden Valley up towards Newtown. Destructive severe thunderstorm running out here. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and very small hails coming in. So you guys definitely need to be indoors and away from windows out there. And a new report in our Walmart got struck by lightning, but is back open due to weather earlier, and it caused the fire. But Walmart's back open. Nice. That's good that it's back open. Thanks for the update, Logan. When I hear that tornado watch, I think of people in fields looking at the clouds with the binoculars. Yeah, sometimes that's kind of what I thought when I was younger. I thought a tornado watch was like you're supposed to go outside and look for where the tornadoes are at. But that's not what it means. Anyone watching this, tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes. It doesn't mean one is occurring, and it also doesn't mean to go outside and look for them. It just means that it's favorable for tornadoes. So we're going to continue to watch all these storms here, guys. They're pretty crazy. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on these. It's just like be watchful of storms. Yeah, just like pretty much exactly what you said. Nashville, you guys are completely fine. The storm has already moved out of your area. It's not even that concerning in my opinion. So if you're in Nashville, we're gonna go ahead and do another forecast for you guys. There is a potential for maybe another rain shower tonight. As you can see up here in parts of northern Tennessee, those probably will die out though. So yeah, how long do you think it'll be alive for? I don't know, probably for like 20 to 30 more minutes, maybe 45 more minutes. I don't know, 40 minutes. I'm not completely sure. Cruz Haynes, which is a weather training meteorologist, he is simulcasting my stream while he's gone. So yeah. Do you know Cruz Haynes? You know that weather guy. I can send you a link. Go subscribe to him if you want to. Cruz Haynes. I don't know if you know him or not, but yeah. I can give you the link. There's the link if you want to sub to Cruz. We're gonna continue to watch these storms out here in North Dakota. I mean, they're pretty crazy, honestly. Something here in Newtown is weird. This is weird, honestly. I mean, earlier, look, radar scan from like a few seconds ago. Look at this. This is a weird looking storm. It has this rain in front of it, and you got this eye in the middle. Kind of weird. Doesn't really look like the same anymore though. That reflectivity X. Yeah, wow, it's kind of weird. What I call a PDS tornado warning is particular danged situation. What? You probably were meaning to say particularly dangerous situation. That's probably what you meant to say. What keyboard is that? What do you mean? What keyboard? You sub to Cruz. Thank you, Tornado Chaser. Really helps this channel out. Oh, the band. What keyboard is my keyboard? It's Logitech. Logitech. That's honestly a pretty cool keyboard. Western North Dakota, you guys do got messy discussion. Turn intensity 85 to 110 miles an hour, winds 75 to 90, and hail getting up to 1.5 to potentially 2.5 inches. So that's kind of what we're looking at out there. So Bismarck, Minot, North Dakota, you guys are all included in that. Particular danger situation is what I meant. Okay. Let's see here. And this stream has been staying up pretty well. We haven't had too much glitches on the stream, which is pretty good. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning out here for what is this at the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. A severe thunderstorm out here, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hails associated with that storm. Watching the storm going up towards Antelope. Still got a electric alert on this. There could be a isolated brief split up tornado out of this, but I don't think it's going to be anything too concerning. Keep an eye on it. I use Kissitry Road. I don't know how you say that. I probably said that wrong. It's a creamy keyboard, which means it sounds nice. Nice. I want a creamy keyboard. It's the other word for the D word that holds back water. Oh. What slogan? I can send you it? Okay. What slogan? What? I don't understand. If anybody's watching on Cruz's stream, I'm actually, I have a YouTube channel. You guys can come check me out. Electric Tornado on YouTube. If you guys hear me talking, I'm talking to like my chat right now. So yeah. I also am looking at Cruz's chat. I'm covering for Cruz while he's gone. Yeah, if anyone's confused with what's going on, that's what's going on there. You can kind of see this weird storm though near Plentywood and Medicine Lake and Antelope out here in Montana. I wouldn't roll out tornado with this storm. It's very weak. As you can see, it's very weak inflow. So it's just a weird setup with this storm. This is kind of like a weird looking supercell here. It's a very weak supercell, but I wouldn't roll out a brief spin up with that storm. I could have already produced a brief spin up, so yeah. There's that severe thunderstorm watch. That's what I was expecting out there for Bismarck. Severe thunderstorm watch, Rugby, Rolla, Minot, Carrington, and Jamestown, North Dakota. Bismarck years are all included in a severe thunderstorm watch. These are all included in a severe thunderstorm watch. A severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms. That is what severe thunderstorm watch means. So yeah. So if you're out there, you need to be prepared for potential severe thunderstorms. A very dangerous line of storms is moving into the area. A very dangerous line of storms is moving into the area, likely to produce damaging winds as it moves into those areas. That's kind of what the future air is looking like through tonight. So I think that's a good looking severe thunderstorm watch. I got 42 subs, 8 more. Yeah, hope you get more subs. Please let me know when Cruz is back on, because he's supposed to be running my stream when he comes back. Alright, I'll let you know. Tornado Chaser. Wow, you're close to 50 subscribers. You probably won't. Yeah, you will. 100%. You'll definitely reach 50 subscribers. 100%. You just gotta keep uploading. Nobody ever subs. It's only friends that are subbed. You'll definitely get more subscribers. It just takes a little bit. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for Stanton Center, over there towards Plaza, Parshaw, White Shield, and Garrison out there in North Dakota. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. We're looking at penny-sized hail or less and 70-mile-per-hour winds. Considerable damage tag on this, so yeah, you guys definitely want to make sure to get indoors and away from windows if you are in the severe thunderstorm warning. So yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if Bismarck got in a severe thunderstorm warning within the next 15 minutes or so. So yeah. Wait, Tornado Chaser, I'm gonna subscribe to you on some of my other channels. Tornado Chasers solo. Alright, I subscribed on my other channel. Whoever is watching, everybody go subscribe to Tornado Chaser solo. Yeah, 45 subscribers. Let's go. SBC made typo in the new severe in North Dakota. Wait, what? Oh, in the severe thunderstorm watch? Let's see here. Yeah, you got like 46 subscribers now. Let's go. You got 47 subscribers. Alright, guys. A new stream should be started. Not completely sure though if it's working. Wait, guys, is it working? Chat won't work for some reason. Alright, guys, I might have to go, guys. Actually. Give me a second, guys. I'm working on something real quick. Alright, guys. Yeah, something's messed up with my chat right now, and I have to go, so, yeah. But yeah, it did crash earlier. I'll fix it at some point, but, yeah, guys, I have to go. Also, little dudes, I'm sorry I can't be live for the storms there. Definitely make sure you stay in weather aware, but, sorry I can't be live. I have to go, unfortunately. I would definitely be, staying live, though. I would definitely be live, but, yeah, if I could. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today's stream. I'm really sorry about it glitching and everything like that. But yeah, I really wish I could stay on still, but sorry I have to go. Thank you everybody for tuned in. Hopefully Cruz gets his stream working. I don't know what's going on right now, but yeah. All right. Also, guys, give me 1 second. We do have a storm near Carson. There's a hook on the storm, and it has an area of rotation, so definitely be prepared for maybe a tornado warning on that. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm sorry about my stream glitching. It'll be fixed, and there is a chance I'll go live tomorrow, but it's very low. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Hopefully Cruz gets the stream back up and working after I'm done, but yeah. Let's see here. Cruz replied. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Cruz wants me to stay like 10 to 15 minutes, so yeah. Yeah, I saw the email, Cruz. Maybe I can do like an AFK stream. Would that be fine? For like a little bit longer. Cruz, actually, I don't know if I'll be able to. I have to go. I have to go. Let's see here. Cruz, are you still here? Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna stay maybe for a little bit longer here. Hopefully we'll be able to do that though. But yeah. Welcome everybody who's tuning in. Sadly my live stream is not working right now. Well, it's working, but like earlier it didn't work. But yeah. I'm watching for Baby a Tornado wanting to come out for Carson right now. So yeah. Am I ending? I might stay on for just a little bit longer. Give me a second here. I have to go, but give me a second here. I'll try to stay on for a second, but give me 1 second. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. We're gonna restart a new stream so I can get the chat ready. Is that fine, Cruz? Because I need to get the chat working. Let me see here. Alright, guys. I'll do a AFK stream real quick. So yeah. Actually, we'll just get rid of that. Actually, if you don't want to do that. I might do AFK stream if that's fine. Alright, guys. I'm really sorry about my stream. I might go ahead and do AFK stream real quick because I have to go in a second here. So yeah. Maybe my chat isn't working very well. Actually, never mind. I'll just put my chat up right here. Alright, guys. We're gonna continue streaming here. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. So we're gonna stream for like 10 more minutes here. So yeah. So we got some storms out here in parts of North Dakota right now. I'm really watching a storm out here in the Carson area. It's might be rotating a little bit. So yeah. Rotating a little bit out there, so we'll watch out for maybe a tornado warning for that. So yeah. We will watch out for maybe a tornado warning on that. Let's see here. So if you're in Carson, North Dakota, definitely watch for a potential for a tornado warning. If this area of rotation tightens up a little bit more. So we'll watch that very closely there. So once again, Carson, North Dakota, definitely be prepared for maybe a tornado warning. Maybe a tornado warning. Yeah, welcome everybody who's tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. We are doing live stream out here for the severe weather out here in North Dakota right now. We got quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings going on out here, so yeah. Got quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings out here. Including one for Carson, North Dakota. So out there in Carson, North Dakota, you definitely need to be prepared for that storm coming in. It could be tornadic, so definitely watch for maybe a tornado warning for to come out on that. What do you mean, Logan? Alright, guys, I'm just looking at chat on my iPad right now. Got Funnel Cloud that y'all watch, we do. Could be a tornado that's about to come down near Carson, North Dakota, so if you're out there, be prepared for that. Bismarck, also be prepared for the storms that are closing in on you. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a Funnel Cloud on that y'all watch. Is it from like a storm chaser or someone? Yeah. Carson, you guys are have a severe thunderstorm warning right now, looking at 70-mile-per-hour winds and small hail. Center, Underwood, and Garrison, North Dakota, you guys got a severe thunderstorm warning. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail or less is coming in, so you guys need to be prepared for that. Now, that is definitely looking like a pretty concerning storm coming in there. And then Stanley, North Dakota. Also, you guys need to seek shelter. Get indoors and away from windows out there. So yeah. We don't have a tornado warning right now. Yeah, we definitely got to watch this little hook here in your Carson coming together there. As it could be producing a tornado here shortly, or it could be even producing one right now. No debris signature doesn't seem like. So yeah, it's good. No debris signature. Right now, at least. So yeah. Bangkok and Freddie McKinney, alright. Let's see here. We got a pretty strong storm coming in Garrison and Stanton, North Dakota right now. 70-mile-per-hour winds are associated with the storm, so funnel cloud again. Wow. Near the Carson, I guess we're having some funnel clouds coming out, so yeah. Do you like my Fox 4 Bobby Huckleberry variant? Yeah. 14 people here, meanwhile 1 for me the past 2 to 3 hours for my stream. Welcome everybody on Cruise's stream. Really sorry about the stuff that we were trying to fix, because yeah, I had to go, but we figured everything out. It was honestly kind of crazy, but yeah, we figured everything out. So what's up, Mr. Storm? On Cruise's chat, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm really sorry everybody for the glitches and stuff on my stream. And everything like that, but yeah. Watching the storm near Carson has a little bit of a hook on it. Could produce a tornado here shortly. So yeah. It's trying to reach the ground. Alright. We're going to try to go north. They're going to try to shoot north on it. Alright. That's a decent area of rotation that we're going to be watching on that storm near Carson, North Dakota. Yeah, we're going to watch that storm there. Then going down here towards kind of west of Valentine, Nebraska. Merriman, Cody, Nebraska. You guys got severe thunderstorms from morning. We definitely need to be getting indoors and away from windows. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail is possible with the storm. So, yeah. Definitely you guys need to be prepared for that. Bismarck, your storms are getting closer. There could be a brief spin-up tornado threat for Bismarck. We'll go ahead and issue an electric alert for the storm going into Carson here, because there could be a brief spin-up tornado with that storm there. Make a better one. For a trooper pushing through all the glitches and stuff. Put this here. There we go. You would have quit by now? Yeah. Honestly, it's really annoying. These glitches are really annoying, though. Like, actually. Like, they're so annoying. It's good. It's fixed now, but the chat is not working. But yeah, I don't want Cruise's stream to get messed up because I stopped. Low confidence electrical on this storm, so yeah. I need 1 sub. I'm excited. Everybody subscribe to Tornado Chaser. He's in chat right now. Center, Stanton, Washburn, North Dakota. You guys all got severe thunderstorm warning. Guys definitely need to get indoors and away from windows. 70 mile per hour wind gusts is a possibility coming in. So yeah. Get indoors and away from windows out there. Stanley and Crosby, North Dakota. You guys got severe thunderstorm warning for 70 mile per hour winds and nickel size hail coming in. I'll definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows if you are in the severe thunderstorm warning. 70 mile per hour winds and nickel size hail are associated with that. Then we got this severe thunderstorm warning out here for, where's this at? This is in, I don't even know what that's at, somewhere in Montana. A lucky person can be the 50th. Yeah, everybody subscribe to Tornado Chaser. He's in chat. We do also have this severe thunderstorm warning out here in Nebraska. Merriman, Cody, Nebraska. You guys got a severe thunderstorm warning right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch that closely there. Nothing too crazy going on with tornadoes, I don't think, out here. I don't think tornadoes are gonna be a big concern down here anymore. Definitely could see a few tornadoes though, along, like, you can see these little brief spin up tornadoes, because it doesn't seem like strong tornadoes are gonna be a big concern out here anymore. But one thing I mentioned is that we had some potential storms popping up around Valentine, west of Valentine for a strong tornado, but it isn't seeming like those are popping up right now. So yeah, so I don't really think it's going to be a big concern anymore for that. Then out here near Carson, out here in North Dakota, we could be seeing a potential tornado out here. So that's why I have that low confidence electric alert. Stanton Center, North Dakota, you guys all got a severe thunderstorm warning. 70 mile per hour winds could potentially be coming in, as there is a potential maybe for a brief spin out tornado in there. So yeah, definitely be prepared for that storm coming in there. So yeah. Let's see here. Go check my chat on my iPad here. Everybody go subscribe to Tornado Chaser. We're still watching that storm near Carson, North Dakota. It could be rotating a little bit, so yeah. Yeah, you should, Tornado Chaser. You should make a new Bobby Huckleberry variant. You should make him a chef or something. That's what I think. Cody and Merriman, Nebraska. You guys got a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Quarter size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds is coming in, so definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows out there. Challenge accepted. Yeah, Tornado Chaser. Everybody subscribe to Tornado Chaser. If you're just tuning in, we're doing severe weather coverage right now. Across parts of the northern plains, as we have a pretty big severe weather outbreak going on out here, guys. Kind of surprised that we didn't get a tornado warning for Carson here. Air rotation is starting to let up a little bit more, so yeah. What's up, Tangy and Cruz's chat? How you doing? What is up, Tangy and Cruz's chat? Anyways, this is gonna be a storm to watch very closely out here in Carson, North Dakota here. So, yeah, this is definitely looking like a pretty dangerous storm. Stanley, and Crosby, in North Dakota, you guys need to be prepared for this strong storm coming in. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail is coming in. So, definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows if you're out there in Crosby, down to Stanley, North Dakota. Definitely get indoors and away from windows if you're out there. There's a severe thunderstorm out there. If anybody wants a recap of some of today's tornadoes, we did have a tornado touchdown west of 6 Mile Corner there in North Dakota today. We did have a tornado out here for Anderson, in Montana. So that's kind of what happened today. You done? All right, let me go check out your channel on my iPad here. That's cool. How'd you make that so fast? Anything for Kentucky tonight? Yeah, there's been a lot of flooding out there in Kentucky. You probably heard of it, but there's been some flash flooding out there in Kentucky today. Really bad flash flooding. Tonight, we're definitely going to be seeing some more rain showers push through mainly central Kentucky, and maybe into western Kentucky. There's some rain showers out there, with maybe a few gusty winds, mainly out there in the Williamsburg area out there in Kentucky. But yeah, what's up, Reed? Reed, make sure to subscribe to Tornado Chaser. He needs 50 subs, and he only needs one person out there to subscribe. Anyways, yeah, out there in Kentucky, definitely be prepared for maybe some flooding and some more rainfall. There could be some thunderstorms tomorrow too out there in parts of Kentucky. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna continue to watch these storms up here. Stanton and Center, North Dakota. We're watching this storm coming in. We got 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So definitely make sure to get indoors and away from windows if you're out there in that severe thunderstorm warning. We do also have a severe thunderstorm for Stanley, Crosby, and Noonan, North Dakota. Looking at 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Nickel-size hail. So yeah. That's what we're looking at out there. Also, Solo Tornado Chaser, you got 50 subscribers now. Let's go. I still want to route some brief spin up tornadoes with these lines of storms here, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Hold up, what is Bobby Huckleberry? It's a whole thing that Tornado Chaser made up in chat. His profile picture. Stanley, North Dakota, you guys got a pretty big storm coming in. So yeah. producing a potential for maybe a isolated breeze spin up tornado, but mainly some damaging winds there. So, yeah.
All right. I'm back. Okay, let's see here. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff off. Gotta fix all this crap. Hold up. This stuff takes way too long to fix. So right now, across the United States, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our national radar. This is what things are looking like. We're getting some pretty significant storm systems going through North Dakota, South Dakota here. We'll likely be live over the next 2-ish hours or so as they sort of push out past that little blue line there. And we do have a very strong ridge setting and a high-pressure system setting along these regions here, bringing a significant heat wave up into portions of the eastern sides of the United States here. That's what's causing our severe weather event out here in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee, as we have big-time clashes between colder air coming down from Canada and some intense warm air coming up here from the Gulf from our big-time heat wave. So it's getting crazy out there, y'all. I can already feel the temperatures dropping here in portions of Alabama. Not dropping, intensifying very, very intensely. I don't know what you'd want me to say there, but there is some pretty strong storm systems occurring out there right now. We have a few considerable damage threats, severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now. Currently have 0 tornado warnings across the United States. We do have a tornado watch still in effect there. If I go ahead and turn off our merged reflectivity, the tornado watch is going to be this pink highlighted area here that is circled in white. This pink highlighted area back through here. This one may fool you. This is actually an extreme heat warning, not a tornado watch, okay? Our only tornado watch is this pink highlighted area up here in these 3 states. So we need to be aware of the possibility of maybe a few isolated tornadoes to occur out there tonight. But yeah, if you're just now tuning in here, welcome into the Crusade Severe Weather Center, and we're also live on Logan's Global Weather Center, or Logan's Global Severe Weather. And I will be being the meteorologist today on Logan's Global Weather Center. I'm normally always the meteorologist on the Crusade Severe Weather Center channel. I do get people to cover for me every now and then whenever I'm busy and people need severe weather coverage, for example, the past hour or two. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in right now. We can go ahead and turn back on our nationwide weather radar, turn off all of our alerts because they can kind of cluster up the map, to be honest. And we'll even turn off our radar sites here for just a minute. But you can see there, storms in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee are starting to die out for tonight. Our East Coast storms are starting to die out as well. I know we do have one chaser out there over there near Richmond, Virginia. Make sure to go give him a follow. His channel name is Moderate Motley. Make sure to go give him a follow after this live stream here. But yeah, we do have a pretty intense severe weather event unfolding from Nebraska back up to some portions of Saskatchewan, Canada that we need to be aware of. It's going to include Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Saskatchewan. We do have a few chasers that actually targeted up here in Plentywood, even into some portions of Saskatchewan. For example, Connor Croft did that today. And then most of our chasers, though, really are going to be down here. Where we did have, I'm not sure if we still have it or not. I can go ahead and turn it on for our day 1 tornado risk or day 1 tornado outlook. Yeah, it's all gone now. It's not as big as it was earlier. But I will say we did have a level 3 out of 5 tornado outlook from Pierre back through Miller. Yeah, that is no longer in effect. This is our highest tornado probabilities for tonight. And then these storms, if we go ahead and turn on our nationwide weather radar, we can see there that these are starting to exit their higher tornado threat and everything. I really do think things are beginning to calm down for the night. But we will be staying alive here until things are officially not as severe as they are right now. We can go ahead and turn on our alerts and everything like that. We have a whole bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings scattered from North Dakota back down towards portions of South Dakota. CEO Electric, thanks for covering. You'll have that fixed hopefully by next stream. You really sorry. No, you're good. I get how that can be. Happens to me a lot. All right. See if we can hop on a call here with indoor baseball. Sorry, Riley Dibble. Okay. All right. Just messaged him to see if he will get on stream with me. Because it kind of gets a little bit boring in these late nights whenever things aren't as crazy as they normally are. And everything. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Welcome in Tangy. Welcome in Mr. Storm. Welcome in Electric. Welcome in anybody who may be watching right now but not chatting. If you go to Lake Michigan Beach by sometime in July, and if there's a storm approaching, then you'll definitely be getting hit badly. Possibly, yeah. You know how Lake Michigan storms operate around here. Lake Michigan storms are pretty crazy. But yeah, this is our strongest threat area for tonight. Back through these regions. Here, I'll actually turn on the highest threat area for tornadoes to occur tonight, and we can actually put it over this so you can see better. There you go. Okay. What the freak? What is happening? I genuinely have no clue what is going on right now. What the crap? Oh, that's what was happening. So yeah, here's our highest tornado risk for today. I can go ahead and add our national radar back here. And give it about 3, 2, 1, 0. And it should be now. Okay, boom. Perfect timing. Yeah, our tornado outlook. I need to fix that fill. I don't know. We'll just do it like that. Highest tornado threat zone is going to be back through this border line here that I just drew. Our storms are beginning to exit out of that, so I really don't think anything crazy for tornadoes is going to occur tonight. Anywhere out towards... Oh, whoa, that was a terrible drawing. All right, Mark. Anywhere out through these regions on this drawing that I'm drawing as we speak, anywhere out through there is where we could potentially be having tornadoes. These storms aren't going to be moving out of that region here for the next few minutes. I will likely be live here until they do get a lower tornado threat. Unless we go to raid WX Cast Live. Because I really do like chilling in his streams while I'm going to sleep. It's just... his voice always, knocks me asleep. I don't know what it is about it, but we'll be live here for... until the 3-hour mark, hopefully. Let me hop in his stream real quick. tell him not to end. I know, Logan. I said hi to him just a minute ago. All right. You're at the gym and then went dealing with your dog. All right. We might have actually just had a brief tornado. See where this is at. No, I can't tell where this is at. Hold up. You know what? We'll just go right here. Okay. Dude, it had a notch. I can't tell what storm it is. Is Texas going to be on tonight? Okay, Riley Dibble. He might. I'm not too 100% sure. I messaged him just a minute ago. He hasn't responded. I'm assuming he's already passed out for the night. You're watching Ryan Hall. Also, that's how I know. All right. Hey, where's it located at? What city is it in? And what state? If you can tell me that, Logan. All right. Raleigh and Grant County, North Dakota. Whoa. Dude, what's a city name, Logan? What's a city name? And then I'll put out a low confidence Logan alert. What's up, Finn? Welcome in. You still alive? You'd watch for longer, but you're extremely tired and have church tomorrow. Yeah, I get it. All right. I cannot figure out. Is this it? This might be the storm that produced a brief tornado just a minute ago. No, I don't know. All right. I really think things are starting to die out tonight. We're gonna go ahead and raid WXCast Live tonight, since we haven't raided him in a pretty good bit, to be honest. Finn, I'll try to raid you next time. W Tangy. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid WXCast. So yeah, he said that he's gonna be on for a while. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid him. I want everybody in the chat, okay? Everybody in the chat. I'm gonna drop down what I need you to go say to him. Don't go to his stream just yet, okay? Please don't go to his stream just yet. I want y'all to say Cruise Raid 67, okay? I want y'all to say exactly what I just put in chat, okay? Copy and paste it into his stream link, or into his stream chat, okay? Please don't go over there yet, y'all. I'm going to get y'all a link to his stream, and then y'all can go over there, okay? Copy link. Voila. All right, everybody. Look at the top link in chat. Or at the link in chat that I just dropped 3 times. Click on that and go say Cruise Raid 67 in his chat, okay? Don't spam it, though, please. Don't spam it. Just go drop it in his chat. All right. Everybody, go raid. Go raid that link in chat. And, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. As always, be aware and prepare, and I'll see y'all in the next one.